record this so we can save it. So then we'll go back to share screen. There we go. So let me go through the basics with you, please. What do we got coming up here is what do we need to do? And I want to go over this. I went over it in the last video, so I'll make this quick. We got Mike Spikes, we got quizzes to do, we got a final report and the peer evaluation. So there's really only the four things. Quizzes won't take that much time. The final report, that might be a little tricky. Please send me practice reports. Remember I showed you that outline. I put that on our webpage. If you just send me a couple of them, I can give you some feedback and show you how to integrate that into the final report. I don't think doing them each week is really sensible, or I say each rollover is really sensible, so I stepped away from that. But send me some rough drafts of things just for me to look at. It won't cost you any points one way or the other. I'm happy to give you feedback. The peer evaluations, like I mentioned, I've kicked them up to make sure that if somebody is doing a little bit of what they call social loafing, you can sort of knock their grades down for that. Frankly, I think you should. If somebody's not pulling their weight on your team, as opposed to just getting pissed off, just give them 0 on everything. Don't get mad, as they say, get even. Grades, Mike Spikes worth 530 points. Quizzes are 80 points. The final report is 300 points. So you can see the peer evaluations are 400 points. So I did kick that up. And again, if somebody's messing a boot on your team and not pulling their fair share, let them know. Oh yeah, and if you don't complete the peer evaluations, it's going to take off 100 points. So you got to make sure you get those things done. A couple of people pointed out when I did that last video, I said April the 2nd, and of course that was a mistake. It's May the 2nd after we've done all the work, and that May the 2nd is a Saturday. I'll keep sending you guys reminders of what needs to be done. The rollover dates, this is on the syllabus, and here they are. Every Wednesday and Saturday for the rest of the term. My thinking is if I do it Wednesday and Saturday, you can work on a Monday and Tuesday for the one rollover, Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday even for the next rollover. And I thought that that was a nice even spacing for you guys so that you have a steady ability to work on those. Due dates, Saturday, April 11. Again, my thinking here was let's not jam everything into the first week. I will make a video. You know how I normally talk about the quizzes in class. I'll make a video about each of the 2 quizzes that you can take a look at so that you can follow up and learn the stuff a bit better, which ultimately is the point. Mike Spikes final report, Thursday, April 30. Peer evaluation, Saturday, May the 2nd. And then I'll be in the Zoom room mostly all the time. And so if you just want to pop in, think of it as coming up to my office. If you just want to stick your head in and say, hey, I got a question, I'll have the Zoom room open so you can just pop in and say hi and check out what's going on. So let me stop sharing here. And one last thing. Oh, good. I got a message from Louise and you didn't have to see it. One last thing I did want to mention. When I went over the survey reports, here we go. I want to touch base with you on that a little bit. Sorry about that. Most of the people don't want to meet during regular class times. That's not something folks are all that interested in doing. Some do. I can set up regular class times so that we can meet for folks that want to meet then. So you got to let me know that you absolutely want to do that. So shoot me an email, say, yes, I really want to meet during class time, and I'll set up a class time Zoom room and we can meet. If you don't care that much, that's fine. And the reason I say that is most teams, most people thought that the team should create their own meeting times. And that makes a certain amount of sense to me. And again, if that's what works best for your teams, go ahead. I would say this. Make sure you meet at least twice a week. Meeting once a week isn't going to be enough. You want to be able to meet before each rollover. So make sure you set up the time to do that. From my experience with working on Mike's Bikes, having the meeting before each rollover during class time, which is what we were set to do after the break, really makes a difference. So make sure you do that. And you'll learn more, you'll understand it better, and you'll have a better chance of getting the A+, which frankly is worth doing. I want Ralph to make short lectures on the quiz content, put them online. Everybody pretty much wanted that, so that's why I'm going to do that. Here's the part that was a little different, that I should make breakout rooms during our regularly scheduled classes. That sort of is a little bit of the opposite from we should meet in our own time. So I do need to get feedback from you guys, from each of the teams. Do you want me to set something up during regular scheduled time? If not, let me know and set up your own times. I got one team that set up a regular meeting time already, and they shot me an invitation. Please do that. Then I've got it on my schedule, and I can pop in and say hello, which I'm very happy to do. If you absolutely don't want me there, say, no, we don't want you around. I do think I'm relatively entertaining, so it's probably worth your time. And again, folks really prefer to have their own meeting time. So that's all I've got. Give me a minute to stop the recording.